The corner, the corner, the corner.
Hey, welcome. Come on into Cousin Ed's Corner. This podcast is where you'll find real, authentic conversation, organic conversation, unscripted, unfiltered conversation, like you're home with your cousin. It's all about life. It's about finance. It's about spirituality. It's about love and everything in between. I'm your host, Cousin Ed. I'm excited to bring you along on this journey. So sit back and listen in as we dive into a wide range of topics. I have some diverse guests coming on with an array of thoughts and opinions. My goal is to create a space all for us to connect and communicate. It's not really about me. It's about the community as a whole. Let's enjoy it. Let's sit back. Let's think about our past. Let's move into our future. It's about
The corner, the corner, the corner.
So no matter how you cut it or slice it, we're all here together. I'm just here to give you a piece of my heart, my mind, my soul, and my mentals. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another episode of Cousin Ed's Corner.
The corner, the corner, the corner.
What's good, people? How you doing out there? This is Destrin checking in from the Brethren Podcast. We're here with Cousin Ed of Cousin Ed's Corner. What we wanted to let you know is, number one, we appreciate you checking in with us. We appreciate you liking, subscribing, and supporting the platform. We also wanted to let you know that this is information. This is used for informational purposes only. This is not financial advice and should not be used as such. Please consult your financial advisor should you feel the need to make an investment decision, a financial decision, or a decision that may be impactful to your family from a tax advantage standpoint. What we want to do is bring you content that is eye-opening, glaring, and also provides you the opportunity to explore, ask better questions, and be better prepared for the opportunities that await you. Again, this is Cousin Ed's Corner, and we hope that we can be of service to you. We love you.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Goodbye.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. What's going on, fam? It's your boy, Cousin Ed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Cousin Ed's Corner, back at you again. This is... Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. I had a show in my head that I wanted to put out, but I also wanted to get some other information out that I talked to my daughter about this morning. So it's going to be a Financial Freedom Friday today, and I'll do the other show maybe next week, or I may do it on The Corner Connection. Who knows? But I was talking to my daughter this morning, and we were talking about she wanted to go to Starbucks. So hold on, before I even get into the show, sorry. I'm so excited to get into it. Let me say thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you for just being here, being supportive, being part of the movement, being part of the community. I thank you. Please continue to share the show with your friends, family, and loved ones. That means a lot. I have been getting so many responses lately. So I know some things, I know what we're doing over here is right. So continue to share the show. If anybody want to reach out to me, that's 762-333-2032. 762-333-2032. Definitely reach out to me via text on there, and on social media. You can reach Cousin Ed's Corner on any social media platform. And if you need me professionally, info@cousinedscorner.com. info@cousinedscorner.com. Whew. All right. So you heard a disclaimer. You heard my boy Destrian, our brother of the show, my brethren from the Brethren Podcast, do the disclaimer. I am nowhere near a financial advisor. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. So do not listen to me. Do not take my advice. I'm just talking. Let me say that, right? I'm totally wrong. I want to make sure that you can't put me liable for anything you do. Please check everything I say for yourself. But I was talking this morning to my daughter. My daughter wanted to go to Starbucks. It was Friday, and she wanted, a reward for the week and say, hey, can we go to Starbucks early? And as I was driving to go to Starbucks, I started to realize that, Ed, you've been going to Starbucks for a minute now. When I say a minute, it's been a couple months now I've been going to Starbucks. I curse the young lady who turned me on to an apple crisp latte from Starbucks. It has been the devil to me. It has been a gift. Now, I won't even say gift and a curse. It hasn't been a gift thing. Just, man, nevertheless, I've been going to Starbucks for a while. Never used to go to Starbucks. Been going to Starbucks for the last couple of months. And when I was setting up the order for me and my daughter, I was going and seeing previous order in the app. I'm like, dang, you done spent some money at Starbucks. And I broke one of my own rules, or one of the rules of finance, one of the rules of investing. Invest in what you buy, invest in what you see, invest in what you use. And I have not yet invested in Starbucks. So I told my daughter, I said, I broke the rule. She was like, what rule? And I said, invest in what you see. I said, I always tell you, if you want to buy something, invest in it first. She was like, well, you didn't break it. You just haven't done it yet. And right then I knew I had to do a show about this, right? Because many of us are late to the game. Many of us are late doing things. But I don't want you to feel like you're too late. I want you to feel like I haven't done it yet. Okay? I just haven't done it yet, right? And we're going to turn around. We're going to do this today. We're going to do this tomorrow. We're going to do it whenever. But make sure we have a plan to do it. Make sure we recognize it first. Many of us don't even recognize, don't know anything about what we're not doing because we haven't been exposed to it. And hopefully this show is exposing you to a whole bunch of new avenues, not only in finance, but life, love, relationships, everything else, right? Spirituality, everything that the show can bring to you. Hopefully it's introducing it to you. But anything that you have been introduced to, just say not yet, right? I haven't done it yet. So Cousin Ed, I went today, I went ahead and looked at the prices for Starbucks, and I'm going to invest in Starbucks, right? But I wanted to look and see the what if. So this show is going to be part of the what if you've done something, what would it be today? Now, I will leave a link to my resource. Don't trust anything that I'm saying or doing, right? Don't trust the resource. Do your own research and find out if I'm telling you correct. I'm going to read off a couple of them. May give a little commentary on my thoughts about them. I'm not reading the whole thing. I'm just going to read off the stock and what it could be. So I've done shows before, and I talked about what if you would have invested back then and what would it be now? And my prime example of that is Disney. That's my prime example. Disney, if my parents, instead of taking me to Disney back 1980, let's say 1980, instead of taking me to Disney 1980 and bought Disney stock, what would it be today? So real quick, I want you to use the reason. I don't want you to use the reason. I got to make sure I say this properly because just making sure we cover each other. But you can use a resource like Yahoo Finance, and you can look up the stock prices of certain companies. You can use your Fidelities, you can use all that stuff, right? So I'm just looking, and I wanted to see what the stock price of Disney is today. The Disney stock price is $111.95. That's the current stock price of Disney. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna go over to this calculator that I found, and the calculator. Let's see if it's going to do it for me. Just because I have y'all live. This is the reason why. Okay, this calculator will do it for me. I'm just going to say I invested $1,000 in 1980. And I'm going to say it was today, 1980. So this is March 1st, 1980. And I just want to see what would it be today. And I'm going to add in dividends, and I'll talk about dividends in a minute. So if I put $1,000 in 1980, my stock right now will be worth $189,276.74. Your capital gain, you're gaining $122,798.51. Your reinvestment, so the money that you've been reinvesting through dividends and everything else, would have been $65,478.23. I'm going to save this page and make sure I put this inside of the pictures, inside of the show notes, so you can go see it for yourself. It's amazing. I mean, honestly, it is amazing what could have been done if you just put that money away. And we don't know. A lot of us don't know this, right? A lot of us did not know this. We don't understand what dividends is. So you heard me mention dividends. You also heard Dr. P.O. Washington mention dividends before. And the best example of dividends is that the company pays you to invest in them. So this quarter, right? So the first 3 months of the year, they made profits. They don't have to make profits. They say, I'm going to pay you for having this amount of dividends. I'm going to pay you $3 for every share, or every 100 shares, I pay you $3. And that dividends keeps adding up. You can get that dividends back as a check, or you can get it as a reinvestment. So that reinvestment goes into that $100 that $1,000 you first put in. Now it's $1,000, $1,300. Then that goes up the next time, and it keeps growing. So over those years, your total profit, it says total profit, would have been $188,276.74. If you don't believe me, hey, I don't want you to believe me. I want you to go look it up for yourself. That was one example. Disney is always going to be my example that I go to, because my parents didn't know it. I didn't know it, right? It's so much I didn't know growing up about stocks and things like that. That just is no way that, but I'm learning. I mean, I've learned over the years, and I've tried to do better. Okay. So before I get off this Disney page, it tells you over 43 years, it's been 43 years, 11 months. The annual return for that time would have been 12.65%. The total return was over 18,000%. Now, some of you who don't like doing finance, don't like math, but we spend money from our taxes. We spend bonus money, spend child support money, spend alimony money, spend the rent money, right? You could have put $1,000. Oh, hold on. The one that we all had, the stimulus money. You could put money away and let it sit for you and let it work for itself. We don't have to spend it on, I'm going to go back a little older. You don't got to spend it on rims, right? We don't got to spend it on lashes and nails. We don't got to spend it on flat screen TVs. This is just one example. I'm going to read off a couple. I'm not going to go through the whole going to the site and trying to find it. It's another site out here that already has some done. I'm going to read off a couple of those just so you can hear what it would have been for 10 years. It's not going to be the current 10 years. So let me go ahead and get that. And this is one of the rare shows that I have already pulled something up just to have ready for this show. So this is also from Yahoo Finance. The title of it is, if I would have bought only 100 shares of these 10 stocks, what would it be incredible? I mean, would I be incredibly rich? So if I would have bought only 100 shares of these 10 stocks, you would be incredibly rich. All right, here we go. Chipotle. If you would have bought 100 shares of Chipotle, we're going to say the date that you purchased them was January 3rd, 2010. and you cashed out January 23rd, 2010. You cashed out January 23rd, 2020. That's 10 years. Your investment would have been $9,777. So that's 9,777, right? Your 10-year return, right? 10-year, we took it out, we would have had $87,984. $87,984. Your profit, so the difference between what you put in and what you took out, was going to be $78,207. $78,200. So basically, for almost a $10,000 investment, you'd have had $78,000 in 10 years. Another good one that I like is Netflix. So let's say January 20th, 2008. January 20th, 2008. Going to January 20th, 2018. If you invested $449, so basically $450, but it's exactly $449. $449 for 10 shares. In 10 years, you would have got $41,676. That's $41,676. That's a total profit of $41,277. Moving on, I'm going to grab two more and I'm getting out of here, right? I know I've been here longer than normal, but I wanted to have this conversation because my daughter, we went over it this morning. I just want to make sure we all are equipped with the tools to know how to invest, know what to invest, know what to look in, right? So Apple, everybody has an iPhone. No, not everybody, excuse me. All of y'all have an iPhone. If you would have put 100 shares into Apple in 2010, this is January 23rd, 2010 to January 23rd, 2020, if you would have put 100 shares, would have cost you $2,458. That's $2,458. When you took it out, you would have had $31,923. That's $31,923 for a profit of $29,465. So a profit of $29,465. I'm going to jump to one more. This one is kind of interesting. I would never guess this. Priceline, that commercial with William Schaffner, Priceline. So the Priceline Group, in 2008, if you'd have bought 100 shares, it would have cost you $12,094. $12,094. When you took it out in 2018, it'd have been worth $220,609. That's $220,900. I'm saying it all wrong. $220,609, right? Coming down to your profit being $208,000, $208,515, $208,515. A lot of numbers over here, but that's just some examples. It's 10 examples on here. I'm not gonna go through all 10 because we run out of time. But I just want to give you some examples of what a lot of us in our households were not taught. In our lifestyle, we were not taught. We're taught to be consumers and buy all these things, right? Shop in all these places, do all of that, but we're actually not investing in what we see and what we have around us. So let's change the trend. Let's teach our kids about investing. Let's not have them always wanting to buy. Let's have them save, invest. So when we sit down at the Christmas dinner and Christmas table and Thanksgiving table, instead of talking about what we have new and what gifts we're giving, let's talk about the investments that we have in our futures and what we can do now, right? What we can do now with that Priceline money what we can do now with that Disney money and how we can enjoy it a lot more. So if you want more information, reach out to your financial specialist. You can hit me up only to talk about crazy stuff, right? Talk about off the wall stuff that won't make sense, that I don't know anything about, right? You can hit me up for all of that if you get what I'm saying, and I'll talk to you about what I don't know about. But I once again am not a financial advisor. I don't know anything at all. I just stayed at a Holiday Inn last night, if y'all know that commercial. So, but I'm always here to help in any way possible. I love each and every one of y'all. Please have a good weekend. Be safe. I'll see y'all again on Monday. Hey, look some of this stuff up. If you don't have this, if you can't get to the show notes because you listen on your phone or whatever, hit me up and I'll send you some of these links that I'm talking about, and you can look it up for yourself. All right. So hit me up on any social media platform and you can look this up for yourself. Love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I'm out of here. Peace. Thank you for listening to Cousin Neds.